I'm here with Jermaine at the Samsung booth, and he's going to explain to us some of the brand new 3D technologies that's being built into their TVs.
So basically what you're going to see this year from Samsung Electronics is going to be a multitude of 3D applications. First, we're going to have 3D in pretty much every lineup, LED, LCD, and plasma. There will be multiple models to choose from depending on what kind of television suits your taste. Second, you're going to have multiple ways of getting 3D. The first will be 3D Blu-ray. The 3D Blu-ray consortium standard has been set. So basically all manufacturers will use the same platform to do 3D. Now the way we're doing it on all our TVs is what we call active 3D, which means our glasses actually have batteries and then they're actively creating the 3D. Now the way we're doing this is we're giving you an image for your left eye and the image for your right eye, and the difference between those creates the depth perception. So as you're watching our 3D TVs, what's basically happening is our TV is sending a signal to your glasses that tells one eye to open or one eye to close. Now you're not physically closing your eyes, but you don't realize the glasses are actually closing themselves and reopening. But they do them so fast that you can't tell because they're synced up to the TV. You don't notice, and so it goes back and forth, and that difference between the image becomes the 3 dimensions. Now that's just the overall preview of what we can do. We also have a 2D to 3D conversion in all of our TVs that are 3D capable. So what you can basically do is, even if you don't have a 3D Blu-ray player, you can take regular content, regular video games, and at the flip of a button, go to 3D. We also have one of those demos here. And last but not least, we have traditional 3D, which is broadcast. A lot of people are making, well, what about content, what about TV? There's only been multiple announcements of multiple stations who will be going 3D this year as well. Then we'll talk about the timeline for all this. Understand we will have a complete 3D solution sometime in 2010. So this isn't something that we're showing that's going to be years and years away. This is literally something you will see in stores before the end of the year.
Great. Hey guys, I'm here at the Samsung booth, and I'm here with Sanford. He's going to just give us a quick tour of Moblin by Intel on one of the Samsung laptops here.
So these laptops are running Moblin, which is short for Mobile Linux, which is a new Linux operating system started by Intel, but now it's run by the Linux Foundation. So it's actually a whole consortium of people working on this, and from Novell's side, what we've done is we've taken SUSE Linux Enterprise Desktop and we've put the Moblin UI on top of it. So I can walk through it real quick for you. So when you start up your netbook, well, first of all, to kind of give a little bit of an overview, it's really geared towards netbooks and other mobile internet devices. So all the way from netbooks down to phones now even. So as you can tell, it's really optimized for this 10-inch screen, for these kind of sometimes hard to use touchpads, and for lower powered devices. So compared to Windows, you're going to get better battery life, better performance, and we really like to think of a better optimized user experience as well. So when you start up, you get this homepage called My Zone. And basically what it does is it shows you your recent web pages, and it integrates with your social web services. So you can see tweets, and you can see Facebook messages and stuff like that. Even MySpace and Last.fm is integrated as well. And you also get an overview of today's appointments and tasks. And as you go across the top, you kind of can see the sort of things that you would do in a casual use case with your netbook. You can update your Twitter and Facebook status and your instant messaging. We have a Firefox-based web browser, so all the web browsing you're used to. A really great media player that can sync up with your phone or MP3 player. And basically, if you're familiar with the Linux desktop, there's always a ton of applications available to you, from games to photo management to sync to Flickr. This actually comes with World of Goo, which is a really awesome game that you guys may have played. And you have the capability to really do anything with this that you could do with any Linux desktop, but you don't have to, because you can just use it as this lovely mobile internet device.
When you buy a netbook with Moblin, is that kind of like a splash on top of a Windows operating system, or would it come just with Moblin?
So yeah, it's just Moblin. So there's no Windows on these netbooks. These are shipped with only Moblin on top of SUSE Linux Enterprise Desktop. So you don't have Windows at all, which I mean I'd say is a benefit, because Windows is kind of a pain to use on these, and at the same time you've got to make sure you're running your antivirus, and you've got to you're going to have worse performance, you're going to have worse battery life. You know, Windows 7 is really catching up, which is really great. So there's some good Windows 7 netbooks out there, but I still think that Moblin is probably the most competitive netbook operating system right now.
And is Moblin available now, or is it still in beta? How is it going?
Moblin is available now. Netbooks with Moblin shipping on them are not yet available. We announced, or MSI announced, that in partnership with us, they're going to have Moblin netbooks available in February. These have not been announced yet, so I'm not sure when these Samsung netbooks will be shipping.
Hey guys, I'm here at the Samsung booth, and I'm here with Kim, and he's going to be talking to us about the mobile TV, DTV, and the Samsung Moment.
Scott, what you're seeing here for the first time is live local television on a mobile phone. And you're seeing it on the beautiful Samsung Moment. The Moment was chosen because it has this gorgeous 3.2-inch AMOLED screen, which gives you a brighter, crisper, more vivid image and is ideal for outside viewing. Let's say you wanted to watch TV in the park, you'd have the ideal screen to watch it on. And the other important thing about what we're showing here is that this is the only single chip technology for DTV. That means it's smaller, it takes less power, which is very important when you're thinking about putting television into a mobile phone. This is going to be showcased in a trial in Washington, D.C. We're going to have several hundred units available to consumers, and we're going to find out how consumers use live TV through this test in Washington, D.C. It'll have live local stations. Also during the test, we'll have some premium content like you might see on satellite or cable networks. And so we're also testing out, and we'll be asking consumers what they would be willing to pay for that kind of service. And so that'll be showcasing and trialing in the spring.
And did you say which carrier it's going to be on, cell phone carrier?
The Moment, which is already on the Sprint network, is going to be the phone that we're going to be showcasing, and we'll be doing that with Sprint in Washington, D.C.